tonight we're going to look at setups for the week. Actually ended up going long on pound Aussie earlier today. See how that pans out. We're also going to look at some more information about this coronavirus. Looks like China may be covering up the severity of it, so we'll take a look at that and see how that may play into this week. As I said over the weekend, the live stream, I did my 2 pips live stream over the weekend. This week is going to be pretty big in FX. It'll be interesting to see how it affects crypto, if any. Of course, it may have some type of effect on equities, but primarily we're talking FX here because two things. We got the ECB. I keep saying the ECB. I mean the Bank of England. Mark Carney is expected to cut rates, and then we also have the Fed on Wednesday, their Fed funds rate decision. So the Fed funds rate decision is on Wednesday, and then we have, I think, Mark Carney on Thursday, like that following morning. What's going on, Tech Geek? Yes, RIP to a legendary player, man. I mean, it's just anybody can die. I'm not naive to that. No one person, no matter fame, fortune, whatever, is immune to, just the randomness of death, man. I know the Lakerland has got to be just devastated, man. Yeah. Insane. Give me a call if you guys want to talk about that. Talk about crypto. Let me put that number back on this. You see it there, but I'll put it up here as well. But yeah, call me up 669-900-6833. And the code is 169-861-119. What's the most devastating to me? See, I'm a father, man, and I have a daughter. I have a wife. But, at first we didn't know if anyone else was on the plane that was close to him like that. But to find out, like, my first reaction was, man, his kids, like, to know that his kids, his daughters won't have a father, man. It's just, that hurt me more than anything else. Not, that hurt me more than him dying. It's crazy. But then to hear that one of his daughters was on the helicopter, it's just devastating. All right, let's get into it, people. Hope you guys are holding in tight. Even non-athletes and sports fanatic. I'm not even a sports fanatic, to be honest with you. Not anymore. It's been years since I was really into sports like that. I'm not really. I got more important things to do, but he was a legend, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knew him. So it's just crazy to see the untimely demise of the great Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, man. 41 years old. So I hope you guys are hanging in there tonight. Yeah, we're going to be looking at some trade setups. I'll do some support and resistance areas for possible take profits on my trades. I re-entered the positions that I was in from last week. I never keep trades open over the weekend, just FYI. So, and I can go into that if you guys want to. But we're going to look at that in a second. Let me see here. Yeah, we'll go into detail on that in a second here. Let me just make sure I can bring this chat up as well. But yeah, this coronavirus thing, I saw this on fxstreet.com. And it's interesting that it was on there. I mean, it definitely has some impact. I don't trade the yuan. Probably should look to add my algo to that pair, but last I remember, it was a pair that wasn't really against the dollar, didn't move that much. If I recall correctly, I could be wrong. Crypto, yo, tell me about this cartoon, man. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I don't know anything about this cartoon you're talking about. Let me know. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at the setups for tonight. Let me see. And look at this coronavirus update. Pretty interesting details or updates. Looks like at least FX Street is saying that it's a cover-up as far as the severity of it. China is supposedly kind of covering some things up regarding this coronavirus. So we're going to read that really quickly before we get into it tonight. Number is 669-900-6833. I know people got to go to work. Actually got a lot of people on the West Coast. A lot of my subscriber base, surprisingly enough, is actually out of Cali. So I know it's not too late for some people watching, but crazy. I got some updates as well regarding my algo, implementing it and getting it ready for the public. I do have it synced up with Telegram. Now that took a little bit of time, but what took even more time was to get it. I got it actually synced up to my MetaTrader, so I got it going from TradingView to MetaTrader now automatically. So I used it took me a while to find this plugin and get it all set up, but I got the plugin set up, man, and it's beautiful. The only thing is, now that I have it set up, the way the plugin works, it's a Chrome extension with an also a local executable file or program that kind of connects and communicates between the plugin in Chrome and MetaTrader. But the thing is, it only works for one instance of MetaTrader. So if I wanted to have link up other people's accounts to my algo, I would literally have to install MetaTrader every time, a separate instance every time, and which is crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, we'll see. John Hill says in the live last night, Bitcoin had bullish divergence on the 4-hour. You see the results. I did see you say that in the live chat last night on Off the Chain. That was man, I love having Rice Crypto on. That's a real dude. That's my guy. I did see you say that, and I was gonna mention that, but I didn't even have time to, man. I didn't have time to go into it, but yeah, we'll look at that tonight as well. Crypto Yo said cartoon from 2016 from Comedy Central predicting Kobe. Rest in peace to the great. No, I have to go check that out, bro. I did not see that cartoon. I wonder if the Simpsons predicted that too, because they're known for doing that. What's eerie, and you guys see it on the screen now, this is eerie. This was an interview after the game last night, I believe. And Bron just talking about Kobe in it was a very good, just admiring Kobe, right? And how he impacted his career and just going through various times when he first met him at the ABC camp and just all this stuff he was talking about. And it almost sounded like he was talking about him like he was dead, but he hadn't even passed yet. This was last night. It's crazy. So, yeah, man, if you guys haven't seen this video, you should definitely check it out. It is absolutely insane. I'll drop it in the chat room. But Christian McNear says MetaTrader is trash. It absolutely is, my friend. It absolutely is. I do not use MetaTrader for other than placing my trades with my broker. That's all I use. And really, it's crazy, bro, because I started trading I started trading, of course, with MetaTrader, and started developing algos like 6-7 years ago using MetaTrader, and it was about almost 6 years ago. And yeah, it was even developing EAs is what they call them, expert advisors is what they called it. You know, like your algo. Developing algos on MetaTrader was a hot mess, bro. Hot mess. Stuff like, I mean, most of you probably aren't coders, but stuff like crossover and cross under. There wasn't a function, built-in function in MQL4 for you to just do a crossover and cross under. You had to literally like code the logic, and it was buggy. And then the craziest thing was the data. The data you used to backtest was spotty, to say at best. So if you don't have good, solid, clean data to do your backtesting on, your results are going to be nowhere near what they should be or what you expected them to be when you forward test your algo. So yeah, I'm loving TradingView, and I'm glad I'm able to kind of leverage their service and program PineScript. PineScript is cool. I like PineScript. Yeah, man, Christian McNear is like he knew about it. It was weird. What's up, Cryptonomics? The language down. Yeah, I kind of got it down. It was a little weird, but I ended up getting used to it. But it had some programming. It had some some fundamental flaws, even with handling variables and stuff like that. So yeah, let's take a look at this article, though, ladies and gents. Out of, let me fade this music down a little bit more. We're gonna take a look at this first article out of FX Street really quickly. Make sure you guys hit that like button, smash that like for us. China covering up true number of coronavirus mortalities. Wow, so it says while China's coronavirus death toll rises to at least 80 from 56, China could be covering up the true picture to avoid a panic. So it says while China's coronavirus death toll rises to at least 80, with 2,744 confirmed cases of the Wuhan coronavirus, there are some reports that argue that China is suppressing the full extent of the coronavirus death toll. It says it appears that the underlying incentive is to underreport the true extent of the epidemic for as long as possible, casting minds back to 2003. In China, a Chinese doctor exposed a cover-up of the China's SARS outbreak, which the coronavirus is a kind of, you want to say a derivative. I don't know if I'm using the right word, but a derivative of the coronavirus. It says at the time, the Chinese medical authorities were asserting that the entire nation had only a handful of cases of the disease. Back then, the revelation prompted China's top leaders to acknowledge that they had provided false information. So I'm trying to get to the point where they're saying how many they think it is. This time around, it says instead of putting down coronavirus as a cause of death for an unknown number of Wuhan casualties, China's coroners and hospitals merely ascribed death to viral pneumonia. Case closed. Interesting. So I wonder how many deaths were caused from viral pneumonia. So then it goes on to talk about the implications in the market. It says U.S. S&P 500 futures are falling more than 1% in Asian trades on worries about COVID, and U.S. yen, or just yen, dropped below the 109 handle. I saw Andy Keene before I actually started the stream. He made a interesting, and I never even thought about this, and he answered it. He said back up here, he said he looks at the euro yen, and that's the second thing he looks at every day. First is the 10-year U.S. Treasury. Yeah, I mean, of course, I understand looking at the Treasury yield. That gives you a good indication really on where equities are going to go, really what the Dixie behavior is going to be for that day. But he says just a habit. Euro up says risk on, yen up says risk off. True, very true with yen. Just saying hi before sleep. All right, bro. Thanks for checking in. He says regarding this Kobe situation, he said, let me see where he is at. He said, by the way, he was a helicopter pilot or brought to him by a helicopter pilot. He said it's a 99% chance it was human error, probably non-visibility, but Kobe needed to go. Yeah, man, that's crazy. As he didn't want to wait for the fog, he's saying. I don't know, man. I actually heard from reports that it was actually a engine issue, and people, when the helicopter was taking off, they heard like sputtering, like the engine was sputtering and stuff, and a fire broke out in there or whatever. I don't know, man. We'll see, get more details on that soon. John Hill says China always lies about, they lie about everything. They lie about numbers, financial numbers, GDP. They some lying ass people, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's not, I don't want to say generalized, right? More so the government, right? The China government likes to lie. Sarge Crypto said, what up? That interview with LeBron last night is crazy. The CIA has a patent on coronavirus, according to McAfee. That man crazy. RIP Mamba and GG. Well, you probably didn't see my live stream last night, Sarge, but there is a patent on the coronavirus, and I'll try to bring it up. But there is a patent on the coronavirus. There is a patent. I brought it up last night. Someone actually tweeted it to me yesterday. Nacho Fool, thanks for the donation, the super chat tonight. Shout out to you. But yeah, there's a patent on that, bro. There is a patent on that. Oshika says, guess can't joke about getting to choppers for a while. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Cryptonomics says everything's operating backwards these days. Ain't shit working normally. All governments lie. Thomas Houston, very true. And Thomas, I don't know if you recall, was this when, this may have been Trump, but I know for sure Obama, and I think even Bush, they would always talk about how we have to stop. I think it started with Bush too. He had this initiative on trying to stop, try to stop China from manipulating their yuan. They were calling them currency manipulators. Do you guys remember that? Insane. How do you call someone currency manipulators when you're the main, talking about the US, we're the main ones manipulating currencies? It's crazy. It is crazy. So let's get to this chart talk real quick, and then we'll get back to some of this other stuff. Let's pull this up really quickly. So as you can see, these are the 5 algos that I have running currently that I've been able to optimize properly to give me good returns on the 5-minute. And like I told you guys, I think I said this on I did say this on my last my 2 pips video. I had to modify my algos to, you'll see this like shade, this real like faint circle. I put that there, and I have a yellow dot up there to trigger the algo alert system to essentially close my trades over the weekend or on Friday at like 3:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I close my trades just to, take all the risk off over the weekend. You don't really want to hold trades over the weekend. I'm telling you guys, that is not a good look. And to tell you why, for those who trade crypto, for those who trade FX, I should say, the reason why you don't want to the reason why you want to take your trades off the table over the weekend is because of this. Even if you have a stop loss, right? Let's say you got a stop loss, you're short whatever XYZ currency pair, and that and you close, you know, you're let's say you're even up like 20, 30, 50 pips, whatever. Let's say some news comes out over the weekend, because we know central banks love to work and you know, come out with crazy announcements on world changing you know, events or policy over the weekend. That's when they do it every time. If some news comes out, listen, if the trade goes in the wrong way as far as the news on the pair that you're trading, or pairs plural, when that market opens on Sunday, even if you have a stop loss there, if the markets ended up going up well after or above your stop losses, in the case if you're shorting, it's going to skip your stop loss and not trigger. So in that case, you could literally owe, depending on how bad it, you know, the news was, or how much it affected the price of that particular currency pair, you can owe the brokerage house more than you have in your account, because it won't be able to close at your stop loss, and it will only close at the open of the market at whatever price that is. So you got to be really careful with that. Yeah, wreck is an understatement, bro. You literally could be in some deep trouble and get sued and owe whatever amount. So yeah, don't do that. Cryptonomics says Iran is using Bitcoin, I heard, to escape Trump economic sanctions. Oh, Thomas said it started with the Clintons. What didn't start with the Clintons? Crooks. Christian McNear, most gaps happen on Sunday. Yeah, most gaps do happen. I mean, of course, that's when you have a gap up or gap down, right? And there's a trading strategy that again, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I can make a lot of money trying to sell you guys trading courses and stuff, but learning to trade, it takes so long. You know, most people sell you those systems knowing, or those courses knowing that it won't really even benefit you. It's benefiting them more than you selling them, or them learning and buying the actual trading system. So, I mean, I do offer that on my site. We can do one-on-one trading, and it's just kind of open-ended. And, you know, it's a minimum amount of time that we'll have to allot for it, but it's something that's got to be ongoing, you know. But anyway, the gap up and gap down is a good strategy that works about 80% of the time if you want to trade that. Because what happens is, on a gap up, let's say the market closes here, and then next day, or, you know, on Sunday, for example, it works in equities too. Next day you have a market open higher. Well, normally the market wants to try to fill most of that gap, so it's going to come down and then continue on its path. So that's a good strategy to utilize. Definitely a good strategy. So yeah, man, we've got I went back into my short position with the euro yen, and so we're almost close to going back long on that position. So currently that number is at 120.357 roughly before we switch and go long. And then on the British yen, or pound yen I should say, still short as well. This is an actual new trade that we opened earlier today. Went long on the pound Aussie. So we'll see if we can break out, because it's really what we have is really trading in a tight channel right now. I mean, if you look at here, just right there, you can see where the channel is. It's between, I'll move this one out of the way, but it's between those two red dotted lines. And if we can get a breakout, that's going to be a good move. We get a breakout to the upside, because we're long. We just got to get a breakout to the upside, and it will probably move pretty fast. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to possibly having that happen. If not, I got my stop loss in. That stop loss is at 1.9143. And again, you know, I really suggest that you find a trading system to subscribe to, really, to be honest with you, and just manage your position that way. So set up your, you know, whatever trading system you find, set up your support and resistance areas, and you can do your trend lines as well, and just take profit around those areas. So you're still, you know, you still got to do a little work. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, I mean, you could, but I would still manage the position. But just to have that extra help there is definitely helpful versus trying to trade discretionarily. So this is so there are two trend lines I could have drawn here. The one before it broke this area, this would have been the first trend right here. And then the second trend would have been starting at that same pivot point, going out like that. So we'll see what happens there on that one, on the pound Aussie. Cryptonomics said he hates trading crypto on the weekend. Why? The volume is lower on the weekends, but honestly, I mean, it's still, the volume period in crypto is so minute that you could trade on the weekend. I mean, my algos trade on the weekend. Definitely trade the crypto market. That's one benefit of being in crypto. You can trade on the weekends, make money on the weekends. And speaking of crypto, we could take a look at that as well really quickly. Crypto algos. So this is the Bitcoin versus dollar. We're up nicely right now. We had some consolidation. We did have some consolidation. We got tapped out twice, essentially. Actually, this wasn't a tap out per se, but we closed very close to the stop loss. I mean, we closed right here. I mean, the stop loss was like literally not even, let me see how many percentage points, like a third of a percent away. So very close to stop loss, but we didn't tap out on that one. But we did try to go short here, ended up getting tapped out of the position going the other way, and then we went long. And so now we're up nicely, percentage wise, 2%. You couldn't get those types of moves, man, in FX. That's one thing I have to say. The downside is the markets are so thinly traded in crypto that you'll have sporadic, just weird type of moves that are really screw you over because the liquidity isn't there. Yeah, cryptos don't sleep, man. No doubt, they do not sleep. That's why I like it. Cryptonomics says, yeah, you can trade, but volatility just sucks. Takes forever for a move to occur, especially on the weekend. Oh, this weekend, yeah. John Hill said that Saturday crypto trade looking nice right now. Yeah, man. You know, John Hill, guys, if you don't know, he trades a divergence strategy. And maybe one day I will code it out and map it out and see if it's truly consistent. I'm sure he uses some discretionary elements in as far as getting in and out as well. But he uses what do you use, John Hill? It's a MACD and he uses the default. This is the crazy thing. He uses the default settings. He uses the default settings on the MACD and RSI. That's it. RSI and MACD. And he looks for divergences. And what that means is one goes one way, one goes maybe bullish, and one goes bearish. That's a divergence. And he takes the trade on based on that. But that is, I think, on the 4 hour. Am I right, John Hill? I think it's a 4 hour for that. So my algos on the crypto side are on the 1 hour. We trade on the 1 hour charts. So that is Bitcoin there for us. And I can show you Ethereum. Unfortunately, with Ethereum, we got tapped out our long. We got tapped out, guys. Unfortunately, because that would have been a nice trade. So, I mean, not really, actually. Let me see here. At current prices, we would have been up 2% as well. But we dipped down pretty low. So we ended up getting tapped out of this one. This trade, this long trade. Right direction, just timing was off. And again, this is what, this happens in FX as well. This happens in FX where they'll stop hunt you. But it's so much easier in crypto. So that's exactly what they did. The markets, the whales mostly meaning exchanges. The whales, as you guys can see right here, I forgot to switch the screen. The whales will come in and stop hunt you. They'll stop hunt you, right? But it's just so much easier to do it in crypto. So that's what they did. They saw a lot of people go long, probably right here, and subsequently here, and these candles following, and they just stopped hunting you. Bam, knocked everyone out, and then proceeded higher. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, we're not in a Ethereum trade right now, but the trend is long for sure. The trend is long. Let me get back over here to Bitcoin. See what guys is talking about here. John Hill said 4 hour and up. It's pretty accurate. Cryptonomics, check it out. Cryptonomics says change your name to Default John. Correct. That's your new name, John Hill. John Default. That's your new name. Low key, that's your new name, John Default. I've never heard of anyone. And really, it may be a strategy that works because, people want to try to find the right little combination of settings in their indications and their indicators, right? To feel like they're special. Like, oh, I found the right combination. Wrong. So maybe using the default settings, will work. That's hilarious, man. I've never heard anyone just coming straight out the gate just with the default. John Default. Christian McNear said, yeah, I start with a 4 hour. Only trade a fraction of that for a few weeks to months. James West says, okay, thanks at the Crypto Geek. Cryptonomics says it may work because everyone changed. Exactly. That's exactly it, Cryptonomics. I never thought about that. That's exactly what it is. Everyone's trying to think they have like the Da Vinci Code of indicator settings. And you never do. Especially if you're doing discretionary trading. That's why I really suggest people trade with algos, because like with my algos, I leverage like 6 different indicators, which humanly is impossible for me to sit there with a trading system or trading strategy and be like, okay, I'm going to look at all 6 indicators to see if the criteria for each one meets right where I need it to be to go long or go short. Let's get back to the to the FX side of things here. So again, I've got 5 pairs running with my algo. These are it right here. Let me see what the chat's talking about. So James West says, is Forex a good platform to start on? I've made a demo account for tonight to practice, but it seems the stocks I've bought haven't really gone up or down much at all so far. So Forex is great and bad, man. And I've been trading Forex 10 plus years. It was already a slightly scammy business then. Just a different like webinar, seminar. It really wasn't too many webinars back then, but seminars, hotel meetings, all that type of stuff. But now, oh my God. That's really why I started doing and covering Forex again publicly. I never done it before, but that's why I started, covering Forex, was because it's so much nonsense out here. It's so many like multi-level marketing, pyramid scheme, sign up your friend, you get paid to do it. Like, it's so much of referral money going around. Ain't nobody trading. I don't understand. I really don't understand. So you got celebrities getting into this whole FX game. It's just insane. So I'm like, listen, I'm going to start covering it. Eventually, I'm going to move the FX stuff over to a separate channel, most likely. But yeah, man, that's really why I started doing these videos on FX, and to help people really get a clearer picture and an honest opinion about the whole game. So FX is a great industry. It's the biggest industry, or market, I should say. It's the biggest market. I think now it's turning over maybe 7-8 trillion a day. That's insane. That is insane. Think about that. 7 to 8 trillion. It may be even more than that nowadays. Let's do a Google search on that really quickly. Let's see. Forex daily vol. Okay, it says 5.1 trillion. So check that out. Daily volume of 5.1 trillion. And just to give you an example, a comparison, this is crazy. This is going to blow your mind. I knew it was the biggest, of course. I mean, I've been trading for years, for decades. But this is going to blow your mind here. Look at it in comparison to other markets. I thought they had a picture here. Let's find this picture really quickly. This picture right here. Look at that. Compared to all the others combined is like, looks like around 50 something, 56 billion combined a day. Forex, $5 trillion. $5 trillion. So it's not a game. Good market for liquidity. It's a very, listen, you're not gonna learn it overnight, bro. It's not an easy game. And the reason is because people get a taste of that money, and it's like a drug, and you start gambling. Most people gamble when they trade, so people start gambling with their trades on FX because of the leverage, right? People will take, let's just say you got $1,000, right? And you'll start trading one lot. Wrong. Don't trade one lot with $1,000 account. One lot is essentially one tick up or one pip up, one pip down. It's a change of $10. So 10 pips, whatever currency pair you're trading, 10 pips, you're down $100. So in 10 pips, you're down 10% of your portfolio. When the currency in a day average, especially during the middle of the week. Wednesday is the highest volume, most volatility in crypto. So, by Wednesday it's cracking, and you got pound maybe moving 50 to 75 pips in a day, whichever direction it ends up going, and you're trading a lot, you'll blow your account out in one day. That's $750 gone. So that's the number one thing. People trade their trade sizes are too big. That's the main thing. You can have when I say you can have a trading system that loses, and matter of fact, I'll show you my algos, because my algos actually lose more than they win. But the wins they just straight dwarf the losses. Okay? And what I mean by that is, if we take a look here, we take a look at this chart here down at the bottom, and I'm just going to fully expand it on, let's see which one we can do. Let's use one that trades a little bit more. Let me see if I have this set up right. Yeah, that's right. I'm just making sure the window is good there as far as the time frame. So this goes back as far as possible with Trading View on the 5-minute, which is like maybe almost two months. So in 2 months, this euro yen is traded 38 times. All right, decent amount. My systems are more swing trades anyhow. But if we take a look at this, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this one actually trades, so it's just above 50%. So 52.63% of the time, the particular algo for euro yen is profitable, or profitable, or like I made money on it, right? And that's good. So I've seen systems where the system trades or is only right 30% of the time, and still be a profitable trading system. Because it's not about how many times you're wrong. It's more about how big you're right through a sequence of trades. So you want to take small losses, big wins. Small losses, big wins. Small losses, big wins. And that's how you trade. So if you want to make a few $1,000s a month, well, you gotta calculate, and there's a system that I've developed as far as knowing how to back into the income I want for the month on a monthly basis, roughly. And it's not guaranteed that you hit that market. I'm just saying, if you want $2,000-3,000 a month trading revenue, then you got to trade this many lots or mini lots or whatever for your trading pairs, depending on how many trading pairs you're trading as well. That matters. If you're trading 10 pairs, then you can't trade. You got to bring your trade sizes for each one down as well. So it's a few things, man. You gotta really learn the game. But FX is great, man. You can learn most of that stuff online for free. The unfortunate part is it's so much garbage online. You may get fed a lot of garbage, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Let's look at this chat really quickly. I gotta scroll up here, people. I'm sorry. John Default said, if you can code that as a signal, I'll be interested so I can use it for all assets. Yeah, I can. We can talk, man. We can talk about that. It's gonna cost you, John Default, but I can set up something for you in Telegram. I mean, not Telegram, in Trading View. I can set up something for you. Absolutely, I have no problem doing that. He said, John Default also said, yeah, the MLM game crazy out here with Forex. Stay away from that stuff, people. Z Draper said, thanks, bro. You really shed some light on the market and the direction I should go in. John West says, do you think it's a realistic hope to aim to earn enough on Forex trading to quit a day job? Yes, you absolutely can. You absolutely can, without a shadow of a doubt. But are you going to be able to do it? Okay, it's two things with that. Like, if you find an algo that works, that you sign up for, possibly. But the issue is, you gotta know what parameters to look at when looking at the results from back-tested algos. And I'm gonna do a full video on this, maybe this week. But you have to know what to look for when you're looking at an algo to maybe subscribe to or whatnot. You got to look at the profit factor, but you also have to look at the number of trades in that given period. Because if it only trades 2 or 3 times, yeah, the profit factor is going to be high, but that doesn't give you a true glimpse as to how profitable this particular algo is over time. You know, you want something that trades a little bit more frequently. It doesn't have to be high frequency or like, you know, really scalping or anything, but it trades enough to where you say, okay, this thing trades enough to give me a sense of, out of 50 trades in a month or two, it's got this type of, you know, percent profitable and profit factor. I'm going to break all that down. Drawdown is a very big key element of it. Drawdown actually plays into the profit factor ratio as well. So we'll get into the details on that. I'll do a full video on it because there are things that, and I'm just going to pop back over here. There are some things in the reporting section that even go further into what you need to look at as far as Sharpe ratio. That's something you possibly want to keep in mind. Of course, we talked about the profit factors, long and short, right? So if we're in a bear market and you see that your profit factors are higher for your shorts, of course your shorts are going to have a higher profit factor. But how does the algo work in a bear market? You know, it's a number of things that you have to really take into consideration. Let me get 10 Pound in here. 10 Pound, what's good, brother?
Dude, I'm just over here kicking it, chilling, watching your stream, bro. I gotta ask, what trading desk are you using? This interface that you're using right here, what is this software?
This is, and let me get you off of my other screen and into my headphones. 1 second. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We're good.
All right, cool. Yeah, I use TradingView. So I have TradingView. The Pro version. Pro Plus, actually. Pro Plus. Yeah, Pro Plus TradingView. Excellent, man. Man, this is one of the best software. It's cloud-based, but this is one of the best charting interfaces I've seen in a long time.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. You know, I actually use TradingView for trading crypto all the time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's just integrated with all these different platforms. Like, I'm really hip to liquid.com right now. That's the index that I'm using. And also the Carabit ecosystem, which you already know about. I told you about. They use the TradingView interface. But I haven't actually seen this Pro Plus edition, man. This is nice. I like how
I can layer. Listen, with the Pro Plus, I think it starts at the Pro, but with Pro Plus, I can have like 10, 15 different indicators on top of my chart, and I can actually nest them, meaning I can nest them together. So I can have like an RSI, one of the parameters I can have like the RSI feed into the outcome of the RSI feed into another indicator, so it can be nested, and you can get some really good kind of proprietary results from things, if that makes sense.
I get what you mean. When it comes to forecasting,
yeah.
So I gotta ask you, what do you mean by trading algorithms? Do you code your own like bots that trade on your
Yes.
behalf? Okay,
Yes. Yep.
so Python or
No, so I use what's available, the language in TradingView, which is Pine Script.
okay, Pine scripting.
Yep, Pine Script.
Interesting. Yeah, man, you getting me hip right now. That's what's up.
Yeah, check it out, man. Pine Script is very clean language for trading. It's got functions like crossover, cross under, stuff like that. That was a nightmare trying to code the logic for in MetaTrader, which is a nightmare. Coding that and handling those types of outcomes and stuff. So very clean. It's nice, man. I like it a lot, and the data that you get for backtesting is very clean and reliable.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm
So
looking at the
it's
reference
dope.
manual right now. It's not that convoluted.
No.
Really elegant, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, but TradingView is definitely top dog in the game, in my opinion, right now. And they're getting better. They're always improving. But the thing is, what I'm excited about over the weekend, I spent a lot of hours. So TradingView doesn't connect with MetaTrader, of course, quite naturally. That's a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
But I found a service, a plugin that connects the two. So I'm able to have my alerts in TradingView trigger and pipe through to MetaTrader to actually place my trades.
Oh, that's pretty nice. That's seamless, right?
Yeah, man, I'm very excited. Finally, I can because I've been missing trades during I stay up late, but then I end up sleeping a little bit longer, right? So,
Huh.
The kind of middle of the day or whatever, or earlier in the day, while I'm asleep, I'm
Forex,
possibly missing some trades.
yeah,
And
dude.
that,
That's the thing. Forex isn't closed, unlike the stock market. So you just like
well, it closes Friday, but it's got like a day and a half that is closed, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, depending on your time zone, like 5 o'clock Eastern Standard, it opens back up. But
okay. All right.
it's mostly open though. Yes, it's
Yeah,
mostly open.
exactly. I'm in retrospect, kind of like the
Cause
way.
you know how crypto is, bro. It really is never sleeps.
Yeah, it never closes, dude. The market's never ever closed, dude. That's what I
Yeah,
mean by in that respect. It's not 9 to 5,
yeah,
So, dude,
yeah.
that's what's up.
So what else is good, man? This Kobe thing, bro.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it, man.
that's crazy, bro. That fucking helicopter.
Oh my god, bro. I can't believe it, bro. It just seems so surreal, man. Like I heard Magic Johnson called in to one of the local channels.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's actually this clip right here, this video that you see on the screen, but he made a good profound statement. He was like, man, of course he was like, I expected him to be burying me, not me, talking about his death, his demise. But he also said, he said, I never thought he would die. He seemed invincible. And that's exactly how Kobe's personality was, man. I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, you never think about Kobe dying. Like, he's a Black Mamba. Like, the guy is just so, his tenacity, right? His drive to do things, it was just crazy, man. So it was a shock.
Dude, it really is. There's a lot of people that he's impacted in the league. A lot of all-stars, superstars that have actually retired, bro. Like, that actually grew accustomed to his playing style and was impacted by what he did on and off the court. Kobe wasn't just a ball player, man. He was a philanthropist. Like, he actually helped out his community, the Black community. So definitely lost a hero. Los Angeles baller, man. Like, it's a shame to see him go.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy, dude.
Man,
It's
it
crazy.
really is. And Magic Johnson, dude, he was supposed to pass, man. That man beat cancer, bro. Crazy.
No, AIDS, not cancer.
Yeah,
Nigga had the package.
Yeah, it was AIDS.
He had the package, bro.
Bro, I forgot it was AIDS, not cancer. Damn.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, bro.
It is.
Like,
It is. Sad, man. Very sad. Very sad. So we got Man, you're a legend on my channel now, man. When people hear 10 pound call in, they be like, "Oh, here we go,
Yeah,
here we go."
bro, it's just awesome interacting with the real one like you, bro. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
same, man,
I
same.
enjoy it.
I
So,
was I was expecting to call in last night on the live stream.
dude, I was super busy yesterday, bro. I feel like I stood up till like 7 o'clock in the morning working while watching the
Nice,
stakes. Yeah, I had to take care of some engineering
nice.
and catch up with the colleague that I'm working with. Big things in the pipeline for 2020, man.
Good, man. Glad to hear. Glad to hear, bro. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
anything else? I mean, I don't have no callers, but I was just wondering, was there anything in particular you wanted to call in about?
Actually, yeah, I saw your trading desk and I was like, man, that looks nice. It's a really good interface. That's the main reason why I called, and I jumped right to the point. I was like, yo, let me get in on this. And
Yeah, man. Check out, man, Trading View, bro. And the thing is, it's little stuff. Like, let me show you. This is gonna kill you. Like with Trading View, you can see my mouse, right? You see the dotted line moving.
mm-hmm.
I got it synced across all charts. So if I go back and I want to compare like where, the euro yen shot up, if I zoom out enough, I can see it on all pairs simultaneously. Like my mouse tracker will be right there. It's just little stuff like that, bro.
Yeah, that's convenience for sure. Like you don't have to set the same parameters across different views. So, hey, how are your bots executing your trades? I gotta say, are they like buying certain like indicators, or like are you executing them yourself? Are you?
No. So I got it all automated now. And so over the weekend, I was able to finally sync it to where it's going to be pushing to the Telegram. I got a Telegram chat room set up right now for members for FX. I already have one for crypto, but I set up everything for the FX one. So when the trade comes through, it's going to push from a webhook. You're a programmer, right?
Yep.
All right, so that's another thing, bro. Let me pull this up on TradingView really quickly. So TradingView allows webhooks, man, in their alerts. So let me just show you an example here.
Is it like integrating with API keys?
Well, you can webhook. You can push You can push to anything you want to. You can push. So like for my my crypto ones, I already have webhooks set up, so it essentially pushes through to Telegram. I set up I'm using Telegram's default API to accept webhooks. Push post webhook API, and I'm gonna show you really quickly. So you see that? I don't know if you can see that on the screen, the webhook URL. So I got it. Every time that alert goes off, it triggers and pushes this webhook string to my Telegram chat room for the crypto people. So you'll get an alert, boom, go long on euro yen. You know what I'm saying? And then and then like that, yeah.
Your call is your call channel practically.
Essentially, yes, it's a call channel. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yep. So.
And how long did that take you to compile and deploy? Like, just like the entire project, from like the trading algorithm to
the trading algorithm. This latest strategy, I would say, man, 110, 120 hours altogether.
That's not bad. That's substantial.
120, somewhere around there, I would say. Yeah.
The ROI for the time you put in is definitely probably been lucrative. So,
Absolutely. It's without a shadow of a doubt. It's almost like the SaaS platform model, right? You put a whole bunch of time up front, and it'll render you results and revenue after that. Now, it's not a magic pill. It's not like a holy grail system, right? I have to always make sure I'm maintaining it, making sure I'm doing, like over the weekend, I do a whole bunch of just research, back testing, making sure fine tuning everything. I don't change my algos Uh, if I need to change, it will be every 3 to 6 months, because I need to see. I need that data to go back to look at. I can't say my algo needs to be tweaked while I'm trading it, if that makes sense. You have to wait a period of time to then do retro analysis on it and figure out if you need to make adjustments.
Absolutely. It's trial and error at that point, due diligence.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, oh man. I appreciate the insights, my brother. I'm really gonna get into studying this, probably get a license for Pro Plus, and see what I can possibly do, how I can turn a cent and flip that higher. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I'm all about pushing the limits, man. Starting low and then accumulating big. So
that's the only way to do it, bro.
It's a habit and an addiction. I'm gonna admit something that I enjoy seeing over a screen. I know it's just like watching numbers. Numbers really never end, but like it's in that infatuation of how you can compound growth in such a short amount of time in today's market. It's a little bit unreal, especially with the help of computer science. So
yeah, definitely. You know, having that background is good, man. You can leverage that skill set to do many things. I'm trying to get into the AI part of just, you know, software and stuff, not necessarily for trading, because I can't really use AI on PineScript. It's not robust enough because it's cloud based. I can't store a lot of the new, like I can set up a pseudo neural network on PineScript, but it'll be limited because I can't really store data and go back and do backwardation. I don't know if you know about like AI stuff. I'm just now getting into it myself, but it's
a little bit.
Yeah. So it is limiting in that perspective, and so what I would need to do in that case, I need to start learning Python and programming my algos in that. But right now it's fine. I mean, I'm doing well with this, so I'll get to that at some point.
Well, at least you see the next step up, and Python is incredibly versatile, you know, and if you learn Python well enough, it'll translate over to Viper. I know you're not really a big fan of Ethereum, but believe me when I say that blockchain smart contract developers are making bank right now in the free market.
I'm sure.
It comes down to it. It's just about getting where you can fit in, you know what I mean? Get in where you can fit in, bro.
Get in where you can fit in. Absolutely.
And those profits you get from deploying contracts on another network, you can easily take that over to EOS or whatever chain you like.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I got to get on that blockchain stuff too. I was kind of waiting on EOS 2.0, EOSIO 2.0. So now that that's kind of rolling out, I'm really gonna get my feet wet with that, because I think I can code in C+ with that.
Oh wait, what? You can code C+?
That's the main programming language for EOSIO. See, man, you gotta do your research, 10 pound.
Yeah, I haven't looked into EOS like that, bro.
Hey, man, that's what I'm saying, and that's why I think EOS is gonna be much bigger, because there are a whole bunch of C+ developers out there versus Solidity. So you're gonna have a lot of developers.
Man, Solidity is really just an abridged version of JavaScript if you think about it. Like, if you know JavaScript, then like you can easily translate that knowledge over to Solidity. And, you know, my first language that I was coding was C# and C++. So
yeah, C#. I remember.
Yeah. Yep. I'm so sure that
C# is that .NET framework.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not only that, like that integrates very well with engines as well as AI systems as well, man. So it's one of the reasons why a lot of people are actually building applications on C#, and not only just applications, video games. A lot of Unity video games are built and compiled in C#, man. Like majority of, I'd say, the industry right now, the indie industry right now is C#. So, but yeah, that's another conversation for another time, my friend. I appreciate the bombs, the insight bombs that you dropped on me when it comes to this Forex algorithm trading. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man, check it out, bro. It's a lucrative business for sure. You definitely need to look into it.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, it was great chatting with you. I'll take it easy, all right?
All right, your boy Cryptonomics. No, I'm sorry. The Tech Geek said, yeah, you heard him. Sell that ETH. That's right. Sell that ETH.
Sell that ETH.
Sell that ETH, dog. All right, man. Thanks for calling in. Yep.
You too. Peace.
All right. All right, people. Yeah, if you guys want to give me a call in, surely do so. Number is on the screen. We're going to look at a few more pairs. I haven't gone through all of them yet. Just kind of talking right now with everyone. If you have any questions about trading, drop them. It probably would be better if you could call. If you can't call, I'll try to see them in the chat room if I can. It's no guarantee. It's no guarantee. No guarantee. So let's let me see here. Christian McNear said Magic went to Dr. Sabi to cure his AIDS. Absolutely, that's very true. Cryptonomics said, "What's your Telegram group?" My Telegram group is for it's just a signal channel. So it's for people. If you sign up, you get access to that signal channel for Bitcoin. I got a signal channel for Bitcoin and ETH, which is a crypto side, and a signal channel for Forex now that I'm setting up. So the signal channels, though, if you sign up through my YouTube member section, which is under there, you hit the join button, and under the Trader Gang membership level, you cancel anytime if you want, but you get both of them. You get all the FX signals, and then you also get the crypto signals. So you can sign up and get both of those. A really good deal, actually, for all of those. And you get you see the chart, my chart, you get that chart as well. So you get my charts as well from TradingView. You'll get this chart where you can, look at the trades and see what direction the market is going for each pair. I'll be adding more pairs, of course, in the future. I just need to, it takes time to develop these algos for each pair. You literally, in many cases, have to not start from scratch because the strategy is the same, but just my input, my parameters, I really have to test and make sure I'm not overfitting. That's another thing in quant algo developing. Many kind of newer individuals get caught in fitting, and even people who aren't experts. Cass has been doing this for many years on Wall Street and stuff, or for hedge funds. They have to keep in mind that they're and try to make sure they're not overfitting their algorithms. And what I mean by overfitting is you have a time frame from which you're backtesting your algo, your strategy, right? Well, you'll sit there and you'll develop a system, you'll tweak it, hone it in, and get it to where you like it as far as all the parameters and everything. And what will happen is what you've done essentially is just you've made it perfect for that time frame. Markets change, the price action changes on a lot of these pairs, so you don't want to fit it too much. You don't want to overfit it, is what it's called. So you don't want to have your parameters zoned in to the point where it's perfect for that time period. You want to have some leeway. So if markets change a little bit, you won't necessarily, hopefully, have to change your parameters too much. So that's what it is. Christian McNear says, how much is the signal for Forex? It is $99 a month. And to give you a perspective, man, let me go back to the charts. It's not bad because I'm gonna show this. So my performance, if you look at the bottom for all of these pairs, I'm gonna bring this up so it's full. For all of these pairs, bro, this is based on one mini lot or one mini contract in FX. So that's 0.1. That is 0.1 trades. So in FX, you have a $100,000 account, right? That means that you're trading like one full lot is $100,000 on that particular position. So 0.1 is $10,000 leverage. Doesn't mean you have to have that much in there, but I'm just saying that's how much 1.1 lot is, or one mini. So if you do 2 minis, that's 20,000, 3 minis, that's 30,000, so on and so forth. But all, I'm showing results from 0.1 mini, or 0.1 lot, I should say, one mini. And all my trades have stop losses. I don't play that no stop loss stuff. So this is a reflective of stop losses and everything included in there, and commission. That's another thing. Commission. As you see here, my commission, $1 for one mini. It's typically where it will be. Depending on the exchange rate, if I'm trading like something that's a cross pair, it may be a little bit more, a little bit less, $1.02, or maybe like 90 cents somewhere. It just will fluctuate depending on that, but that's with commission included. And that's another thing. It's another thing. Oh, you guys can't see it. Let me go back. I'm sorry. This is with commission included. $1 commission per contract, or per order. Per order. On a one mini order size. And this is showing you with $500 capital initial investment in your account. So drawdown on this particular one, the most you would have lost in this period, doesn't mean that's what it would be in the future, but in this particular period, you would have the most you would have lost on this particular pair would have been $65 if you got in at the very top of, or the start of, a losing streak. A bad sequence of trades, you would have lost $65. $444 earned on that pair alone. Go to the next pair. This is pound yen. Pound yen's drawdown is a little bit more, $122. Same parameters though. One mini, $500. $1. Pound yen probably be like $1.20, $1.20. So even if I adjust it, even say $1.30, I can't remember. Still good trades. Good trades. But that's another thing you guys want to pay attention to, especially if you're trading. You find a algo that's a scalping algorithm. There are some out there pretty good. I haven't done any scalping algos yet, but so the more trades are taken, the more commission is important, right? A swing trading strategy where I'm trading, like for example in this pair, my pound yen, 58 trades in a month and a half, or almost 2. Commission doesn't matter as much because it's only going to be commission times 58 trades, right? But if you got a scalping algo that's doing 300, 400 trades in a month and a half or 2, then commission is going to be very important. So that needs to be factored in there. And if they're not showing you the commission cost, that could drastically change the profitability of that particular algo. I have some algos for Bitcoin that were scalping algorithms on the 1 minute. Very dope. But you add that commission in there, whew, it is not profitable. It's a losing strategy. So that's why I can't even employ it. Cryptocurrency commissions are out of control. So I can't even mess with it. Yeah, pound yen, man. Pound yen on $500 on this. This is only on pound yen pair. So you have to kind of combine all of this. So the drawdowns, you have to combine that with all the other pairs. So you really probably, if trading 5 pairs, which my algo trades, you probably want to have it depends. You can trade as low as 1 micro lot. 1 micro one micro lot is $1,000, so it's 0.01 per trade. So it's all about, you can scale your trade size to match whatever your investment is, and you can come to the same. It's at 1 mini, so that you can easily move the decimal place, up or down or whatever, right? So that's pound. Here's the pound dollar. 44 trades in a month and a half or two, almost 2 months. This time frame goes back to December 2nd. Yeah, December 2nd. So almost 2 months. But yeah, drawdown 113 bucks, 664 bucks. Profit factor 2.7. Average trade length 197 bars. That's 5-minute bars. So yeah, pretty solid. Doesn't mean that going forward. I've been forward testing this for 2.5, almost 3 months now. So it fluctuates, right? So these profit figures are not going to stay at this. This is only in this time frame. But what you want to have is, you want to have algos that trade in the mid to high 2, or try to even get 3 ratio of profit factor, 3.0. That would be excellent. So at least on the downside, if there's some fluctuation, you'll still be above. You want to stay above really 1.8, 1.9 profit factor on average. That's kind of where you want to stay. So yeah, so let's take a look at these other trades really quickly. Again, we are markets are kind of moving up. Looks like we bounced right off of my line for us to switch trades to go long. We bounced right off of that line, so we're kind of coming back down. But what you want to do with these types of systems, you want to just set up your support and resistance for the week, and have your exit strategy ready for each pair. I did that for the British, the pound Aussie. I put my channel here. We got a channel it's trading in, as you can see. And so looking for a breakout upwards. We're already long. We're slightly down right now, but we bounced off that trend line. So looking for a breakout to the upside on that. I'll update you later this week on that trade. Still short on the pound dollar. Still long on the euro pound. That's a nice trade. It's about 17 pips at the moment. Yeah, there we have it, people. I do want to just go over really quickly the calendar, because this is going to be a fireworks week this week, people. As I told you guys before, it's going to be a crazy week in the crypto game, not crypto, but FX game. And that is because we've got some major news, man, coming out on Wednesday. Wednesday. FOMC statement. Federal funds rate. Boom. FOMC press conference. Boom. Killing them. So that's going to be high impact. High impact, people. So some money should definitely be made this week. Better than last week. Last week, 69 pips. Last week. Week before that, I think it was even less than that. Actually, the week before that was like 25, 26 pips, something like that. Week before that, though, very good week. 150, 160. No, I'm sorry, 260 pips 3 weeks ago. So I'm hoping for another 100 plus, 150 plus week this week because of the volatility around FOMC and all that. And then Thursday, we have Bank of England. That's going to be big. Their official bank rate. Let's see what they do. They're at a quarter base. They're at 75 basis points right now. We're currently, the U.S., currently at 175 basis points. Okay. So word is they're gonna keep rates the same. We'll see about that. If they do cut rates, it will be a shock. So you'll see equities rally. Okay, you'll see dollar should get weaker. But it's word out that the Bank of England is going to be cutting rates from 75 basis points down some more. I don't know what to. If they do a quarter basis point, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. If you guys don't have any other questions for tonight, I think that was all I wanted to look at. Oh, there was one other thing that I want to bring up to you guys before we jump out of here. And again, thank you, Nacho Food, for the super chat. I appreciate that. There was one more thing that I want to cover tonight, and this is something I'll drop the link to this in the chat room because this is very important for not only for if you're trading discretionary, meaning manually trading. It's good for algo as well. I just dropped that link in there, and that is the correlations table for all the pairs. Okay, that's something that you want to keep in mind, because the reason is, let's say you're long pound dollar, long pound yen, long, let's just say you're long all the pound pairs, right? And let's say you have a pair that's like euro pound, right? Euro pound is the opposite. So let's say you're long all the pound yen, pound dollar, pound, what's another pound? I don't know, pound Aussie, right? You're long all three of those pound pairs, but you're also short euro pound. That means one thing most of the time. I mean, it doesn't, it's not always true, but if you're long all those pairs and then you're short euro pound, that means really yet you're no, I'm sorry, if you're long euro pound, that means that one of those groups of trades are probably wrong. Like if the pound gets stronger, you're good because you're essentially mostly long pound anyway, right? But if you're long euro pound, that means that you're probably gonna lose on that trade because you're really essentially short the pound versus the dollar, or just long euro versus the pound. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm confusing you guys, and maybe I'll do a better illustration sometime. But these correlation charts are good to keep in mind when you have trades on the table, so you can know which pairs. And then this is on the 15-minute, but really on the 1 hour or higher, it's better, get a better assessment of what's going on. So I normally just click these all to 1 hour or higher. That way you can kind of get a feel for what is positively correlated and negatively correlated. Yeah, hedge your bets. So if I'm long pound, well, I want to make sure that it aligns with some of my other positions that I have open. For example, if I'm long pound and I'm short euro pound, then you got an issue there. if I'm long euro, yen, and if I'm long euro yen, but I'm short or long CAD, then I have a problem because they're negatively correlated. It's closer to -1. So if you guys need more clarity on that, next live session or whatever, we can go over the correlation table. Very important to understand and have a feel for, as Mr. Tech Geek said out there. You got to know which way you're hedged. You got to know how you're hedged in your positions. If you got multiple positions on the table, you need to know what's your risk exposure altogether. You could be all exposed and not, kind of hedged a little bit. So that's something. Crypto Don said short Bitcoin. He said just a trade I'm in at the moment. So currently, I would say be long Bitcoin, my friend, mon frere. What needs to happen here on Bitcoin, we need to see us get above this level right there, which is about 80, just say 8,800. If we can't break 8,800, we're in trouble. However, I don't use any indicators when manually assessing charts, people. You don't need any of that crap. So I'm just going to hide my algo stuff right now really quickly so you can get a clear view. I keep forgetting to switch the screen. So yeah, this line right here at 8,800 is where I'm looking for us to breach. We need to breach that level. It's going to vary between 8,800 and 8,900, somewhere around there. It's never precisely there for the most part, but we need to breach that because that would make a new leg up. So the ABC pattern would probably will be finished. A, B, C. A, B. I know I'm writing with the mouse, people, so please forgive me. C. Let's just make that B better. Super blood. Got 2 B's in there. So at that point, if we can break above this area, that would mean that we start a new leg up and start the count over again, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm looking for a break above. And we're long right now. We're long in this position. But, if we get a continuation of that, that would be great to see that happen. But if not, yeah, we head lower. But I would be banking more on the side of long than short right now with Bitcoin. For sure. Hope that makes sense. Oh yeah, the holla emoji. You gotta have. You gotta be at least a passerby. Crypto Don. Yeah, I think it's $2.99 a month. So you get priority on song requests, which Tech Geek got he hogging it. When I saw Tech Geek sign up for the membership, I'm like, oh man, he was already hogging the game before the membership. Before I rolled that out. So yeah. You better get on that to get, if you ever want a chance to get a song played. You also get the holla emoji in the chat room. I don't know if Tech Geek, you know about that. You got a special emoji in there. I just put it in the chat room too. But yeah, that's pretty much it, people. Let me know if you have any other questions. Leave a comment under this video and maybe I'll get to it next week. Not next week, but next video. I'll probably do another Forex video trading session in a couple days. I may do at low key. I don't know, you guys' schedules, but I actually may do a live FOMC. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a live FOMC meeting, Fed funds rate trade. That's what I'm gonna do. So Wednesday will be the next video, but it'll be in the middle of the day. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Again, leave any comments below. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and share these videos, the FX videos. I'm trying to get more traction with the FX side. I'm gonna eventually move it to another channel, but get people over here, get the real about trading, not all that hype and phony MLM stuff and, you know, nonsense I see on YouTube. It's crazy. It's crazy. Christian McNear, also a shout out to all my members that's just flooding in right now. We got Joy, the tech geek, Christian McNear. He's a recent sign up. Thank you for the support, ladies and gents. And Crypto Don, thank you for the support as always. He said, "Blood, you're doing your thing with your setup. Need a class on how to set up my YouTube." Absolutely. I don't have a problem consulting with you on that. Just hit me up at holla at cryptoblood.io on that. I'll give you the rundown, equipment, all that stuff, bro. And actually, yeah, I'll give you all that. I'll give you all that. And is there anything else that I am... Oh, if you guys want to sign up for I've been using these guys. I vouch for these people. I've been using Traders Way for 5 years, 4 years, 5 years, something like that. A friend of mine actually put me up on Traders Way years ago. You can US citizens are allowed. Great for leverage wise. You can do a lot with leverage. Very reputable. You can trade gold on there, I believe. No, can you trade gold? I think so. I think you can trade gold. It depends on what account you set up. I'm not too sure what account. They've got different accounts, like variable accounts. They've got ECN accounts. So depends on which one. You can trade commodities on there, but you can trade Bitcoin. And now that I have this automated here, set up through MetaTrader, I think I'm gonna stop trading on BitMEX at some point because the spreads are so much cheaper over here with Traders Way. They don't rape you like BitMEX. So if you guys sign up. You can sign up Traders Way. Yeah, Traders Way is good. Yep, you can deposit. Yep, you sure can. And that's the thing. They were one of the first I've seen in the FX game allow for crypto deposits. And that was 4 or 5 years ago. They were accepting crypto deposits. So they are ahead of the game. They're very clean. No problems. I've never had any problems with them. Maybe one time they were down for some back end issue about 2.5 years ago. And people were going crazy over that. I'm like, look, stuff happens. I know, it was during a period where people were trying to trade the news. It was in the evening, Aussie. I remember this in detail. Aussie. It was Aussie trading zone. And people were pissed off. But other than that, Gucci. No problems. Make sure you guys hit that like button. All that good stuff. I'm out of here. Holla.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.